what's one thing you absolutely love about procurement? Because when I speak to you, like I get the sense that you actually genuinely like it, and I don't get that from a lot of people I talk to.
Yeah, I honestly, I think one of the coolest things about being in procurement is that we know a little bit about everything that happens at the company. I think there are so few roles that allow you to understand what's the marketing team doing, what's the engineering team doing, how is sales organized, what are the tools that they use to make them more effective. And I think that that's been really cool. I've been at Mongo for 6 years now, and watching us grow from 800 employees to like roughly 5,000. Like I've seen like all of the teams evolve around me, and I think that's probably the coolest part. Just and being able to help people, right? Stakeholders come to us in situations, whether it's either urgent or they have a need they didn't anticipate or something happened, like we can be problem solvers. So I think that's cool. And I think my team appreciates that too. Like we sort of are in the know about everything just enough to know what's going on, but hopefully not having to get too in the weeds with things, which we have to from time to time, depending on what problems are. But yeah, that's why I love procurement. It's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And how do you feel like your team is received within Mongo? Like, is it well received? Because I talk to a lot of people where they feel like procurement is isolated from just about every part of the business,
Oh,
and
wow.
they're often considered like a bit of a blocker, or they're trying to make that inroad, right, where they can be connected with, maybe with marketing, with finance, with the software engineers, and kind of talk the same language and can really help them. Like,
Yeah.
how are you positioned in the business?
Yeah, so my team is split by category leads, so that way we can become experts and really build relationships with those individual stakeholders in the different areas. Um, I think that things were different, with me from day one. Like week one on the job, I set the team down and I said, "What's our motto?" And ultimately what we came up with is we want to be the most friendly, helpful, can do, can solve anything team that you'll ever encounter. Because I've worked in those procurement teams where you're a blocker, you're no fun, and,
Yeah.
and you have surface level information about what's happening, right? Well, A, if I'm not seen as someone who's helpful and can do and friendly, people won't come to me or my team early. B, how can I actually help solve a problem if I don't know at least enough to be dangerous about what my stakeholders are trying to do? And so that's been our motto all along. We've added things on like most scalable or most end-to-end process oriented, but we've really always kept the core of we just want to be friendly and can do. And, we've sort of built this reputation, honestly, that we're the first stop for people. So that's almost working against us now that we're so many employees
Yeah.
because everyone depends on us for a number of things. But like, I think that the team takes pride in that, people see us as problem solvers. People see us as a team who is helpful and not just someone who's there to block at the end. I think that when we do get new employees coming in for larger organizations, it does take a while to win them over, though, because I know what type of environment they're dealing with, at their former companies, and we had to reset that when they come into MongoDB because we want them to feel that we're different here at procurement in MongoDB.
Yeah, I've got a few follow-up questions actually. On that motto design, had you done that anywhere else? Like, had you come across that in, say, your previous roles prior to Mongo?
Yeah, so this is actually the first role where I built the team from the ground up.
Oh, nice.
I've
Yeah.
been a part of builds at multiple companies. I worked in manufacturing before, um, and I'd say at my first company we did not have that type of environment.
Yeah.
And when I moved on, I made sure that was something that leaders also felt because, listen, like the right procurement person is really just the opposite of a sales rep, right?
Yeah.
We are friendly. Like we really are friendly. We want to get to know you. We want to connect with you on an individual basis. And so as I moved to different roles, I saw the different types of hires that were being made and how that could impact the team's perception. So this is my first role where I built it from scratch and I really leaned into that. But yeah, I think that like old standard companies, I was at a $35 billion company in my first procurement role, and we did not have that. It was an established team that was, just heads down and like, we're blockers on everything because we want to check a box. And, as I
Yeah.
moved roles, I did not want to be a box checker and, didn't want to just have surface level information.